Hello and welcome to CFC Fan TV. I am Ben and this is something that we're going to try out. There's a new section of the show that we're going to call Park Life, specifically because I'm in the park and I am actually walking the dog. He's over there somewhere. If I stop and start whistling and shouting, you'll know why. But we thought this would be a good time for me to, give a few thoughts. First thing in the morning, it's always nice and quiet, head is clear. And really, you can talk about whatever you want. If you like this idea for a show, obviously, I'm quite new to the channel and not many of you know who I am. I've been on quite a few videos, but I'm still fresh and, maybe it's a bit soon for me to have my own little segment, but, Rory and Charlie, we had a big chat and we thought it was a good idea. So what better way than introducing dogs, wherever the dog has gone. He's over there somewhere. But I thought I would start sort of my first little segment of the week. I want to talk about Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Now, Loftus-Cheek came off the bench against Tunisia and put in, quite frankly, a superb performance for England. I think on the back of that, Dele Alli has picked up a thigh injury in that game. I think he's going to start against Panama. I think he'll replace Ali in the middle. And I think that will be great for his confidence. The problem with him being in the limelight is if you search his name into Google this morning, or any day really, what you'll see is the following. You'll see a whole load of articles with him linked to Everton, to Liverpool, he's staying, where he's going to fit in at Chelsea, where he's going to play next season. There's a whole load of stuff. So what actually is going to happen with Loftus-Cheek? Well, I'm not claiming to have any sort of, ITK knowledge about that, but quite frankly, we can't let him leave. There's no way, after the season that he's had, after the breakthrough season that he's had now, that we can let him go. Loftus-Cheek's been on the books at Chelsea since he was 12, I think, or 8. It's really been such a long time, and all he really needed under his belt was that first season, and now he's got that. With Crystal Palace, where he was great. There's no reason why he can't be starting for us. I think he needs the right manager at the club next season to sort of unlock more of his potential. I've lost the dog. Where's the dog gone? I want to get him on camera at some point, but yeah, he needs the right manager to really unlock his potential. And I think the amazing thing about Loftus-Cheek is that no one actually quite knows what his best position is. Mourinho tried him as a number 10 or like a second striker. Wasn't really his perfect position. I think last season he was playing more sort of box to box, which I think definitely suits him more. I think in terms of where he actually plays, he's more like a traditional sort of number 6. He can be defensive, he can attack, he can pass, he can, he's really got this range that no one else on our team currently have. Our midfielders, we've got Kante, who is completely the opposite player. Bakayoko, who, I sort of suspect will become good next season. I don't know if I'm being far too optimistic, but I think the amount of money we paid on Bakayoko, he did show glimpses at the start and at the tail end of last season. So I think there's definitely an opportunity for him to still be in the team. Oh look, here we go, here's the dog. Welcome to the show, this is Winston. Winston's a massive Chelsea fan, as you can imagine. But yeah, back to the midfielders. Look, Drinkwater, I think, was a very bizarre kind of Conte signing. I can't imagine he'll be at the club next season. I'm sure we'll get rid of him. Ross Barkley, again, another signing that I don't really know what the club were thinking. It just sort of seemed to be that old-fashioned Chelsea case of, he's wanted by other clubs, so why don't we just snap him up? So I wasn't too sure about that. I've yet to really see him play because he's only probably played about 3 or 4 games for the club. Will they sell him? I don't know. They'll probably keep him because he's young. But Loftus-Cheek, is he better than Barkley and Drinkwater? 100%. Is he better than Bakayoko? 100%. Different type of player to Kante, as we say. So he can really fit in that midfield. And as I was saying before, we really need the right manager to be able to unlock his potential. I think if Sarri, who looks the most obvious choice, I think he needs to be keeping a close eye on him, because I think there'll be a lot of Chelsea fans, especially myself, really disappointed and really frustrated if we let Loftus-Cheek go. I mean, we'll get a lot of money for him. You know, we sold Nathaniel Chalobah last summer just for 5 million, which was strange. You know, an England international as he was and has been. You know, he's made his England debut. You know, £5 million for that is. You know, we sold Nathaniel Chalobah last summer for £5 million, which was strange because, as he wasn't, you know, he was an England international at that point. He'd made his debut, and he'd basically gone on the cheap. And I imagine it's not been confirmed, but I imagine Chalobah has a buyback clause, and should, you know, he come good, I think we'd have first option to bring him back to the club, which I think he would like. You know, obviously his brother Trevo still plays for us. Dog's going crazy. I'm going to make him a star. That's the plan, to make the dog, his name is Winston, he's going to be a massive star. Yeah, so if Loftus-Cheek was to leave, as I was saying, you know, we would get probably, I'd say, in excess in this day and age of 40 million for him, for someone of his age, the fact he's played at the World Cup. But I think, you know, what he can prove at Chelsea is that he is the right man. So if you get one player who's been out on loan all these times and becomes a full Chelsea, you know, player, plays 100 games plus, 30 games, 50 games, whatever, if you get someone who, you know, just makes it into the squad, that loan system completely works. Now you look at our first team from last season, Thibaut Courtois went on loan for 3 seasons at Atletico Madrid. You had Christensen, who was on loan in the Bundesliga with Mönchengladbach. Now if you have Loftus-Cheek, who goes out on loan to Crystal Palace and makes it at Chelsea, it works. You might have 40 others who aren't going to make it, but that's just because they're not good enough. But yeah, I think Loftus-Cheek next season in the middle would be, yeah, I'm excited at the thought of it. I think there's not at the minute anything really to look forward to as a Chelsea fan. We've still not sorted the manager out. We've still not sorted out what's going on with transfers. No one's come, no one's gone. It's all an absolute mess, but I think this is the one thing that we can be excited about. Ruben Loftus-Cheek playing in the middle of the park for Chelsea Football Club next summer. Do you agree? If so, let me know. Comments below. And as I said, if you want to see more of this sort of content, feel free to comment. And if you don't, just tell me to sling my hook, and I'm sure I'll be off. I'm just joking. Thank you for watching, and see you very soon.